Salutations, ladies and gentlemen. In today's video, I have buy, sell for you guys. So I have 4 players to buy after week 1 and 2 players who we might want to ship off, sell away after what we saw transpire. So there's a couple things to this. First things first. It is week 2 now. So moving any player before we have a decent sample size is a risky business and certainly is not for the faint of heart. But that being said, you can also hit big and overhaul your roster really quickly if you can make the right call or 2. I would certainly rather win it all on a home run for an early trade than lose in the first round of the playoffs because my team was unable to get over the top. So for those of you who are feeling a little bit frisky and want to roll the dice, here are my 4 buys and 2 sells that could turn your team to a juggernaut if you are able to handle the trade correctly. I am always dropping content, guys. Tuesdays, I have my waiver wire. Wednesdays and Thursdays are all of my rankings. I drop every single position for half-point PPR and for 2 quarterback and super flex leagues to help you guys out. On Fridays, I do this video, buy, sell. Sometimes I will do a relentless rundown, a game recap on the Thursday night game. And on Saturdays, I have weekly picks as well as my stock up and stock down, which basically just helps review my weekly rankings and any players that may have shifted based on news that we got during the week. I would greatly appreciate a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a ton. And that enables me to continue to do what I love so I can keep bringing you guys all of the content that you love. Now, let's get into buy, sell. We're gonna start with the buys, and my first player is J.K. Dobbins. You guys already know, if you've been paying attention, I am already all in on J.K. Dobbins, so I might as well double down here. My sell on this buy is this. Dobbins is back to a full participant in practice. He probably isn't back this week, and if he is, you're certainly not starting him, but sooner rather than later, and perhaps as early as week 4, Dobbins is gonna be a running back that you can start weekly with confidence. We know that the Ravens run the ball a ton, and they certainly don't want to be handing it off to Kenyon Drake. The upside in the Ravens rushing attack is more than worth it, so the gamble is warranted. He also should be pretty cheap. If the owner that you're looking for in your league is a Dobbins truther, I do not suggest going for the trade. It is not worth it, and disregard this. But if they are panicking even a little bit and they are hoping to offload JK, that right there is your opportunity to strike. I'd probably be trying to move a player like Damian Harris, Devin Singletary, or Melvin Gordon for him, but it is possible that you could get him for even cheaper than that. Allen Robinson is the next player that I am targeting, and it's all about week 1, right? He absolutely stunk it up, 2 targets, 1 catch for 12 yards. Week 1 was not kind to A-Rob, but it could be kind to you if you are savvy enough. We can use this dud as a way to downplay the talent that I still believe Robinson possesses. You are not going to be able to get him any cheaper than where he is at right now. This week, the Rams play the Falcons, which means that A.J. Terrell, one of the best young cornerbacks in the entire league, is going to be shadowing Cooper Kupp. I know Kupp is still going to get his, but I do think that it opens up the field for Robinson. He is going to be targeted a lot and could break out a little bit. We know that the Rams offense is going to score points even after what happened in week 1, so pieces of this pie still have value. A-Rob is a clear wide receiver 2 in a loaded offense, and he's got top 20 upside. He also had a 96% route run share and a 97% snap share in week 1. They want him on the field, and he is going to be involved. If you can sell someone like Devin Duvernay fresh off a big 2-touchdown performance in week 1, or maybe a Chase Claypool type of player, get it done. My next player that I am looking to acquire is Christian Kirk. And to be fair, I really wasn't on Kirk much this offseason. But if week 1 taught us anything, it is that the Jaguars are going to try to get their money's worth and put the ball in Kirk's hands a lot. He could easily pull double-digit targets every game this season for Jacksonville, and especially so because the Jags are likely to be trailing and trying to play catch-up more often than not. What this does is give him a really solid and safe floor week in and week out, and that is the type of piece that I am always looking to add to my team. I'm certainly not moving a stud for him, but if you can get him at a decent price, maybe someone like Darnell Mooney or Elijah Moore, he is worth going after. The last player that I want to buy, if I can, is Rashad Bateman. The 2 touchdown day we just discussed with Devin Duvernay could have possibly opened up a window for Bateman, who still had a solid day of his own that was highlighted by a 55-yard touchdown catch. If Bateman owners believe or even entertain the idea that Bateman is anything other than the wide receiver 1 in this offense moving forward, kindly do yourself a favor and take Bateman off his hands. Adam Thielen or Hunter Renfrow might be good enough to make this deal happen, and I would take Bateman over both of those guys all day. On to my sells, I have a pair of them, and the first one is probably not going to make me too popular. It's A.J. Dillon, and I guess I just had to start with a banger, but hear me out before you get the torches and the pitchforks. I do like A.J. Dillon. I think he is extremely talented, and he's going to be heavily utilized in this Packers offense. But we also need to be able to adjust and jump on the opportunities that arise when they present themselves. Dillon saw nearly a 2-to-1 touch count to Aaron Jones in week 1. And call me crazy, but I am not buying that for the long term. Aaron Jones is still the running back 1 in this offense. And all it takes is one game where Jones dominates the touches again, and all of this inflated value that we're seeing right now with A.J. Dillon is out the window. Now, if you are moving Dillon, you're only doing it if you're getting max value to an owner who foolishly believes that Dillon is the lead back for Green Bay. You're looking for a low-end RB1 in your side of the deal, or you are walking, is basically what I'm saying. Now, I may be an optimist for thinking that this is even possible, but there are always a few people who think that they can beat the system, jump out early, get ahead on a player, so at least put them out there and see what you can pull as an offer. The final guy that I have is Robbie Anderson, and I gotta end with the layup here. Anderson had a huge week 1, there's no doubt about that, but I think his production is gonna be spotty at best as the season moves on. I do not think there's going to be a single time this season where you throw him in and it's anything more than a hopeful flex play. He has little upside in the Carolina Panthers offense, and he's certainly not going to overtake DJ Moore and probably not Christian McCaffrey when we are talking about the targets that he is going to receive. With all that being the case, what are we really hoping that Anderson is going to be? For me, I just see him as a wasted spot on the roster. If you are able to flip him for another more stable flex option with some upside, pull the trigger on it and don't think twice. And that is all I got for the video today. Please remember to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate all the support that I have gotten thus far. To all of my current subscribers out there, thank you, thank you, thank you. You are the best and the reason that I do this. This is Relentless Press. I am your host, Abriam Opatz, and we will see you next time.